Hello dear children and welcome to yet another online class on general knowledge. Today we'll start the second lesson from your book, Mammals. Now children, mammal is one word which is not unfamiliar to you. You have been learning this word since lower classes and most of you also know its definition by heart. Normally mammals are considered to be those animals which give birth to live young ones directly and suckle their young one. But children, to be called a mammal, an animal must possess a series of characteristics. Today we will discuss about those characteristics only in brief. Now children, like I said, an animal, if it has to be called a mammal, it must have certain characteristics. Those characteristics are as follows. First one, an animal must be warm-blooded. Warm-blooded. Now warm-blooded doesn't mean that animal must have boiling blood inside it or something. It simply means that it must have constant internal temperature. Constant internal temperature. Now what I want to tell you is that no matter how hot or how cold it gets outside, a mammal's internal body temperature remains constant or same. That's why they are called warm-blooded. For example, human beings. In case of a healthy human being, our internal body temperature is constant at 37 degree Celsius. That means no matter how much hot or how much cold it gets out, a healthy human being will have constant internal temperature at 37 degree Celsius. Secondly, a mammal must be fur-bodied. It must have fur on its body. Fur refers to the tuft of hair present on the external skin. It protects the mammal from chilly temperatures outside. It acts like a blanket for an animal or mammal. Third one, as you know, it gives birth to young ones directly. It gives birth to young ones directly. Dear children, biologically there are two categories of animals when it comes to giving birth. The first one are oviparous animals, animals which lay eggs, mostly we can say birds. And the second category of animals are those which give birth to young ones directly. They are called viviparous animals. They are called viviparous animals. Mammals come under the category of viviparous animals. It means normally they give birth to young ones directly. But in nature, there are always exceptions. And in this case also, there is an exception. Two mammals, duck-billed platypus and spiny anteater. These two mammals, they lay eggs. They are an exception to this third characteristic. We can say they are oviparous mammals. Oviparous mammals. Fourth characteristic is that mammals suckle their young ones. Suckle their young ones. Now by suckle their young ones, what I want to say? Mammals have mammary or milk giving glands present in them. So they are able to feed milk to their babies. Okay. Now most of this mammal category comes under animals. So you can understand they are mostly what you call quadrupedal. They walk on all 4 feet. But there is also a mammal which can fly. It's bat. Bat is a mammal which can fly. It has mammary gland to feed milk to its young ones. it gives birth to live young ones, but still it has wings like a bird and it can fly. Now children, in your particular chapter that you are going to learn and we are going to discuss out here, certain characteristics of mammals are given and we have been asked to name them. So we'll discuss that exercise one by one on the board. So apart from that, please try to learn and remember the characteristic of mammals. Again, I'll repeat it for you. We'll revise it once more. First of all, they must be warm-blooded. By warm-blooded, what it means? They must have constant or same internal temperature. Secondly, they must have fur on their body. They must be fur-bodied. Thirdly, they must give birth to young ones directly. They must be viviparous. They must be viviparous. But there is an exception. Duck-billed platypus and spiny anteaters are two mammals which lay eggs. We can say they are oviparous mammals. And fourth one, mammals have mammary glands, milk-giving glands present in their body through which they are able to feed milk to their babies. That's what is called in biology as suckling. So we can say mammals suckle their young ones, which means mammals feed milk to their young ones. Now, my dear children, we are going to discuss the exercise given in your book one by one. We will solve it on the board one by one. Let's have a look at it. Number one. Okay, I hope you can hear me. So I'll be dictating it as I write and then we'll write the answer. It sleeps 18 hours a day. It stays on the same tree for days. Okay, so first one is that the clue is that it sleeps for 18 hours a day. A very lazy mammal indeed. Out of 24 hours, it sleeps for 18 hours in a day. And fun part it stays on the same tree for days. It does not change trees. It stays on same tree for days. So which mammal is that? That is koala bear. Koala bear. Second one, it produces a special reddish oil from its modified sweat glands. It acts as a sunscreen and protects it from getting sunburn. So children, you know that when we humans go on a beach, right, we apply sunscreen lotion on our body. Why is that? So that our body does not get tanned, our body does not get sunburned. This particular animal also produces a special reddish oil, and that oil comes from its modified sweat glands. The glands which are supposed to produce sweat, they produce a special reddish oil, and that particular oil acts as a sunscreen. It protects this particular mammal from getting sunburn. Which mammal is that? Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. Okay. Third one. The horn of this mammal is made of compact hair. Compact hair. This particular mammal, it is also one of the endangered species. It has a single horn on its head. I think you already got the hint from this. And that particular horn is made from a tuft of hair. The hair over the time, it tightens up and forms the horn. And as you have already received your hint here, that particular mammal is rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. Okay, dear children. Now, before I rub the board, let's take a look at these particular exercises once more. First one, it sleeps 18 hours a day. It stays on the same tree for days. Which mammal is that? Koala bear. Secondly, it produces a special reddish oil from its modified sweat glands. It acts as a sunscreen and protects it from getting sunburn. That particular mammal is hippopotamus. Third one, the horn of this mammal is made of compact hair. Which one is that? Rhinoceros. Coming to the fourth one, it is one of the only two mammals that are born from eggs. That are born from eggs. And that one, children, in particular is platypus. Platypus. Okay, so like we have already studied this one when I was teaching you the characteristic. Platypus or duck-billed platypus is one of the only two mammals which is born from eggs, which is oviparous. And the second one is the spiny anteater. Number 5. It is the only mammal that can fly. Okay, children, coming back to the exercise. It is the only mammal that can fly. So I've already given you this one in the characteristic itself. That particular mammal is bat. Okay. Number 6. It is the mammal whose main diet is bamboo. Okay, this particular mammal mostly lives on bamboo. It loves to eat the shoot and the leaves of bamboo, and it is panda. It is panda. Now number 7, children, this is very interesting. You must listen to this. They hold hands while sleeping. They hold hands while sleeping so that they do not drift away. Drift away. And they have the thickest fur. Thickest fur of all animals. In all the category of animals, my dear children, these particular animals, they have the thickest fur. Also, this is a very fun fact. I'll read it to you once again. They hold hands while sleeping so that they don't drift away. Okay, and these particular mammal are sea otter. Sea otter. So we can understand from the name itself, this particular mammal, they live in sea, or you can say they live in water body, and so that they do not wash away, they do not flow away, they hold hands with each other while sleeping. Number 8, a herbivorous marine mammal. A herbivorous marine mammal whose main diet is bamboo. Whose main diet is, I'm sorry dear children, the question got mixed up here. I'll be recorrecting it. A herbivorous marine mammal on the earth, also known as the sea cow. So once again, I'll read the proper question for you. I'm apologizing once again, the question got mixed up here. A herbivorous marine mammal on the earth, also known as the sea cow. And that particular mammal is called manatee. Manatee. Okay. And the last one that you have, number 9. This mammal has the longest lifespan. This mammal has the longest lifespan. It can live for 100 years or more. Wow. It can live for 100 years or more. Okay, so among the mammals, this particular mammal is supposed to live the longest. According to the book, it is supposed to live for 100 years or more, and that particular mammal is bowhead whale. Bowhead whale. So children, this marks the end of all the exercises given in this chapter. I have particularly done it for you on the board. Okay, you can look at the video and you need to solve these exercises as they are in your GK notebook, and that must be submitted to me when the school reopens. I'll check it then. Remember your homework. You'll have to write these exercises as it is given in the book in your GK notebook. To help you, I'll be providing you the photo clip of the book itself. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.